Hello guys!
Hello everyone, and welcome to... I was about to say Conker's Bad Fur Day. Welcome to Banjo Kazooie, everyone!
Yep, and this is going to be our next playthrough. And, yeah. Let's get started, shall we?
You've definitely got a lot to say about Banjo Kazooie, haven't you?
Yeah, I've played this game a few times in my childhood, and I didn't play it until, like, years later. Because I remember playing it on the N64 when I was a child, and then I thought, okay, I'm going to buy an Xbox One again and get the Xbox Game Pass thingy-majiggy so I can play Banjo Kazooie again and see if it holds up. And yeah, it's quite an interesting game actually. So yeah, let's get started, shall we?
What a great start. Kazooie's already getting her ass kicked.
Yep.
His ass kicked. I made that mistake last time in the first part of the Conker video. I called Kazooie a fucking sheep.
Yeah, you did. I had to point that out, yeah. I'm already good enough. I got confused with B. With the,
How could you do that?
Because when it said press B, I was like, press B on this controller, but no, it's X. Oh well.
Anyway, on to the game, man.
Yep, let's get a rope one up. Yeah, so, yeah. Look out for me, I'm an extra life. Yep, so those are extra lives.
Fair enough.
Now, this is basically a 3D platformer very similar to like Mario 64, where you explore 3D worlds and you're collecting jiggies and jinjos and notes, etc. for various different worlds, and honeycombs to give you upgrades to improve your health, etc. And one of them, so yeah, it's a pretty fun game. But as you noticed earlier, I selected press cancel if I knew all the moves. So yeah, let's do...
So you start out with everything straight away.
Yeah, now what I just grabbed there is a honeycomb. So,
as the dialogue just said.
Yeah. So basically you collect all 6 of them and then you increase your energy bar. So,
yeah, it works pretty similar to other platforms out there.
Yeah. So you do have various attacks, like you got the jump and Kazooie attack, you've got your roll attack, your fists, and later on you can get a slam ability and whatnot. And this is another attack. Yeah, the attack I normally use is this one, because it's pretty easy to hit enemies.
Yeah, it's essentially like a quick attack.
Yeah, it is a quick attack, yeah. So what we're going to do in this first world, this is kind of like the training level for you to get used to the game and understand how the controls work, etc. So those are the honey pieces I picked up. They basically restore your life when you take hits. And yeah.
Oh yeah, you got enemies in the air to worry about, so use Kazooie for those.
Yep. So yeah, all you do in this level essentially is you can't just go straight up the top there and just finish the level if you want to, but what we're going to do is we're going to grab all the honeycomb pieces.
And any extra one-ups that might be around this area.
Yeah, so that's essentially all you pick up in this world, but in the other worlds of the game there's like 9 massive worlds for you to explore, and you'll collect numerous things. There's so many fucking things to collect, it's ridiculous. There's feathers, there's Mumbo tokens, there's lives as mentioned, these, notes, the jinjos, the jiggies, there's so many things to collect in this game. It's one of these collectathons, essentially. And this is one of the more popular N64 games as well, because I remember as a kid I used to play this on the N64, and I remember it, but I never remembered everything of it. But I remember this level, and I've always remembered the last level with the checkerboard game with the quiz. And yeah, it was a great game from what I remember as a kid, so I'm going to take a shortcut right here.
Always with the shortcuts.
Yep. There's quite a number of shortcuts in this game, and yeah.
It's funny how this game ended up on the Rare Replay collection later on the 360.
Yeah, made sense because Microsoft bought Rare. This was one of Rare's famous games for the N64.
What's funny is if you did the tutorial, like you couldn't cross this bridge.
Yeah, exactly. What's interesting is that with those dialogue boxes, you can actually speed them up if you hold down the A button, the jump button, essentially, if you want to speed up the text. Right before I get back the other honeycomb pieces, because I forgot one of them.
Ah, nuts.
That's alright, I can go back and pick it up. It does save them. The only thing this game will not save are the notes that you collect. Everything else will be saved except for the notes, which is one big flaw that the N64 version has when you die in a stage.
The infamous note losing.
Yeah, so you have to recollect the notes. But the Xbox Live version actually does fix this problem. So I recommend if you're playing this game for the first time, you buy that version.
Yeah, go for that one, not the N64 version. Unless you would like to lose everything you had.
Yeah, then you're screwed, essentially, yeah. You are essentially screwed. Okay. Only one more to go now, so I'm going to search around the area first.
It can't be around the waterfall area, we already checked there.
Yeah. I know, I'm just trying to get back up here, actually. Come on, Kazooie, you did it. Good.
Right, glitching your way up the hill.
Yep. Glitches, that's what they're there for. I think, yeah, the last one's over there, actually.
I think you already checked that place.
Yeah, I checked this area, I checked that area.
Oh, getting hit by an onion.
Yeah, take that onion. You made me cry, onion.
Fucking tears.
Yeah, onions make you cry, so I can see why, because they hurt you.
I saw a hole in the ground, maybe you gotta go in there.
No, that was something I did earlier, I think. I think the one's up there, actually. Actually, I think you could... No,
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, pop in, thanks. Thanks, pop in. There we go, and this is what happens when you collect all 6 of them.
I've increased.
Yeah. Actually, towards the end of the game, you do have quite a bit of health towards the end, actually. It's very similar to like what Soul Reaver did with those, you know, those pieces you picked up, and then you've got the health upgrades.
Oh, yeah. I just love how every enemy in this world has, like, fucking...
It's based on food.
Yeah. And has eyeballs for it as well.
How the hell did Banjo Kazooie survive without the food then? Seems like honey is the only food that's trustworthy in this world.
Unless you conquer, then it's just booze.
Yeah, that's it. Who would have thought that Banjo would actually have to eat only honey and that onions and carrots are evil, treacherous. I thought vegetables were good for you. Not supposed to be bad for you. They don't attack you and try and kill you.
Oh, but this game says otherwise.
What kind of sick world is this?
Hey, beats me.
Anyway, there's our first Jiggy. I love that tune every time you get a Jiggy.
I love how Kazooie just fucking eats it.
Yeah, and takes it off Banjo. It's mine, Banjo. So yeah, in every world there's always 10 of these things, and there's also 10 in this world as well, because we're in Gruntilda's world at the moment. And you can check your view totals for your results and how well you're doing in the stage. Yeah, so essentially you use the Jiggies to open the doors. That's what they're for, to open the later stages. So you have to complete the picture and then the doors for the levels open, and then you can go in and do the levels. Oh. Right, so here's our first level.
Mumbo's Mountain.
Yeah, which is a good first level actually, so yeah.
Nah, we don't need your moleholes to explain things.
Yep. Sounds like he's saying eat your bubble gum or something. Eat your gum, eat your gum.
You gotta love the dialogue in this world.
Yeah, how everything makes noises instead of actually talking.
I mean,
they do through subtitles though.
Even the notes themselves talk. That's funny.
Yep. Well, it has eyes, so it means it's a living thing. It's like Conker's Bad Fur Day, isn't it? Where a lot of things had living eyeballs.
Except the N64 logo. That didn't have eyeballs for some reason.
Yeah. Everything should have eyeballs. Our speakers, our computers should have eyeballs.
Our headphones should have eyeballs. The microphone should have eyeballs.
Yeah, could you imagine your own computer talking to you? That'd be the weirdest thing ever.
They probably just make Windows error noises. Bum 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 bum.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so every single world has about 100 of these notes, so yeah, at least you know how many you've got to collect in every level, which is helpful.
Yeah, because like not being able to keep track of that would be a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, it would do, definitely. Right, so we're just going to use him to hit them.
Yeah, this part reminds me very much of boss fights. You know, in Bugs Bunny has Time Busters.
Yeah, it is. You must search for 10 of us on each world. Will help you progress through the witch's lair.
Yeah, so we're gonna need like 9 more in order to go to the next world.
Yep. When you're ready to leave, return to the start area and stand on the exit pad.
So a little different than say Mario 64, where as soon as you collect a star, you just immediately exit the level.
No, here you can keep playing level as long as you want, so you can play the level as long as you want, essentially.
Very nice to have, because like, what if I don't want to leave?
Yeah, exactly.
No longer your orange.
Oh yeah, oranges are nice. Did that orange look like it was on Banjo's back there for a second? And Kazooie's head was just poking out of it.
That was fucking weird.
And I thought it was a glitch, but no, it was actually the orange icon. Yeah, it's funny. Funny shit like that.
Ah, so Kazooie's ammo is this thing.
Yeah, so it's talk 10. There you go.
Well, here's even more ammo.
Yeah, I'll come back here once I've got the slam ability, because you can get that in this stage. So you have to talk to Mole on the first level to get some extra abilities that you didn't have.
Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. Also, I love what one of the sound effects it was making was like one of the demon sound effects from Doom.
Yeah. And yet he still wants to be a dick. So he's acting all like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that to you.
Psych!
And he goes back to being an asshole again. I appreciate that, yeah. Appreciate that.
Yeah, that's just wonderful.
You just can't trust any animal in this world. Okay, I need to get the slam ability for that switch. Because every stage, you'll notice that there's those Gruntilda switches.
Gruntilda.
Yeah, Gruntilda. So you hit the switches, and then what happens is it opens like a pathway or opens something for the Jiggy for the lair itself. So you can grab a Jiggy in the lair. So, right. Okay, so now we're going to go and get our... I think the most useful ability in this game, or the one I like using a lot. So I'm going to grab this Jiggy first while we're at it. So the level is the game is quite linear, but you are given choices as to how you want to collect the Jiggies in order, so you're not restricted to just grabbing one of them all the time. Yeah,
not like Mario 64 in a way.
Yeah, I mean Mario 64 had that sense of freedom, but I think Banjo Kazooie has more of it because, yeah.
You could, as I just mentioned before, you're not restricted to like 1 star at a time.
Yeah, you could just keep playing the level as long as you want, which I appreciate.
A little low, we only took one hit.
Yeah, no, this is the one I like doing, because not only does it get you across the maps faster, but it's very helpful in getting up hills, etc. And it's very, very handy. Very, very handy. It's my favourite ability in the game, actually.
Yeah, you're certainly a lot faster in Kazooie mode than Banjo mode.
And you can make further jumps as well. Really far jumps.
Yeah, look at that. No problem.
Yeah, I think the camera can be a bit of a pain in the butt, but I think I like it a bit more than Mario 64, because in Mario 64, you can change the camera around like this, yeah, but in Mario 64 there were times where you were restricted and you couldn't move the camera for some reason, and it refused to turn. Here, you could just keep turning it all the time, no matter where you are. So yeah, like I said, this level is really fun to play. It's a very good introduction to the game and has a very nice track. Very iconic. I've actually heard this a lot on video game reviewers' channels and that.
I've just been hearing a lot of Gmod related videos, because like recently I've been watching a lot of Gmod related videos, and I've noticed this song being used in quite a few of them. But it's become quite iconic.
Yeah, I think the soundtrack in this game is really good, I think. Okay, 5 out of 10 of the Jiggies.
We almost got every single mill in this level.
Wow, we got 71 out of 100, so we're about three-fourths away?
Yeah, 3/4 of the way there.
Yep, 3/4, that's it. Platform 9 3/4.
This isn't Harry Potter, don't worry.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just saying platform 9 3/4. Yeah, imagine they actually had that in real life.
Yeah, I just find it funny that you can just like run into a wall and all that.
Yeah, now there's a honeycomb on top of this thing. So you just leave one there, and then you can grab this.
Yeah, don't take the top one. Don't take the last one away, otherwise you won't be able to get up there.
Yeah, exactly. And DSP did that. He was wondering, well, how do I get up there? And he was doing. It was funny actually.
Sometimes you can be a little ridiculous, DSP.
Yeah. Take that.
That's what you get for being a dick.
Yep. Now we need to get the slam ability, which is the last move in this world, I believe.
Nothing more you can teach, eh?
Yep. It's your bubble gum. That's what it sounds like.
It's kind of like with Crash Bandicoot when every time you pick up an Aku, I was about to say an Aku, I meant Aku mask.
He sounds a lot like that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, now I've noticed that Jack and Dexter is very similar to this game. The notes are like the precursor orbs. The Jinjos are like the scout flies, and when you collect all of them, you then get a Jiggy. The Jiggies are like power cells, which help you progress further into the game. The main character has a psychic who's an animal who's a wisecracker, which is like this.
Anyone wondering that Naughty Dog took inspiration from this game?
Yeah, because they seem pretty darn similar. I can't be the only one who thinks this.
I mean, the big difference being that Jack and Daxter didn't have a witch in it.
Yeah, obviously. Right, all the Jinjos.
Hey, you get a free piece for that.
Yep, that's what you get for collecting all the Jinjos in the level.
And an extra life for your troubles.
Yeah, much like other games though, when you reset your game, you lose your 1-ups, which is kind of annoying.
That sucks.
That's one thing I like about the Switch though, is that it has that save feature, so it's like you get to keep all your lives in a way.
Ah, so you need like one more.
Yeah, so basically what he does is when you have enough of those tokens, which is what you pick up, you can then transform into various animals. So in this level, we're going to transform into an ant to be able to climb up a hill.
Oh, okay.
And there's also things like turning into a crocodile, there's turning into like a bee where you fly up in the sky. Yeah, it's lots of good variety here actually. Okay, let's go out here.
And see if we can find that last skull.
Yeah, I know where it is. It's inside there. It's inside there, I believe. Though, thankfully, you do get a lot of them throughout the game. Even the last level in the game, Click Clock Tower, when you're climbing up the tower of the, you know, the big massive tree, there's like a ton of them that you can pick up.
Hey, ugly. What do you mean? You're dead.
Yeah.
Not ugly anymore.
Ugly. If you look at yourself in the mirror, you blooming ant. Okay, let's climb here.
Oh, you just missed it.
There we go.
There we are. Yeah, because you wouldn't be able to climb up that normally.
Yeah, exactly. I've got to say, graphically though, the game looks really good for the time. It came out in like 1998, so...
I think Conker's Bad Fur, they just improved on this.
Yeah, visually, yeah. Now we're an ant. Now we can climb up to the top of that tower. Because you'll always skid off.
Oh, not even gonna let him finish.
Nah, he doesn't really say much. He just tells you about what you can do as an ant. All you gotta do is climb up to the very top, and then we're gonna get the jiggy up there.
Such a little ant in comparison. At least you don't fall off in this mode.
No, because what happens when you're Kazooie and Banjo, you'll just fall off there.
Yeah, because the angle's a little too high.
Yeah, and you won't be able to climb it, essentially, yeah. Though if you touch him, you do take damage, which is weird.
Hey, where'd you get those shorts? I want them.
Now, the good news is, if you do collect all 100 of the notes and then you die, you don't have to worry about collecting them again. It's only if you didn't collect a certain amount, you'd have to collect them again, essentially.
So if you collected 74 but not 75 and then died, you had to collect
It's
more.
really hard to explain. So essentially, say like you collect 70 of the notes and you miss 30 of them, right?
Yeah.
It resets itself to 0, and then you'll forget which ones you picked up and which ones you didn't pick up. It's just a freaking pain in the ass. So get good. If you want to play the N64 version and not have a hard time with it, get good. That's the only thing.
Yeah, just follow the Dark Souls route.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all 10 jiggy pieces for this world.
Yep. And the honeycomb first level. So we look at totals, so we know what we've collected and what we haven't. Yeah, we collected everything in this level.
Ooh, mission complete.
Pop goes the weasel. That's what I can't help but think of that every time. So now we got the slam ability, we can go back and hit that switch and then come back out. So what we're gonna have to do first is go back to Banjo, hit the switch, come back as the ant, and then go and grab it. So the good news is when you leave a level and you're still in a transformation form, you can't just leave the area. You don't have to keep coming back here every time because you'll just transform back to normal because of the energy. Because he says the energy won't be able to pick up very far range from throughout the whole game, essentially. Alright, okay.
And then
I
straight
can't,
back to boat mode.
I can't help but doing this every time. I can't just... Because if you look at this, like, he runs like that, doesn't he?
So slow. Now a lot faster.
See, I always run through the levels like this.
Yeah, because whoever like walks around in Banjo mode, that's just boring.
Yep. Unless you want to take it really slow, but I don't know why you would.
Oh great, I have to deal with a fucking ape again.
Yeah, like I said though, for a first level, it's good. It's easy, it's pretty fun, the music's good, the level design's pretty good. So yeah, for a first level, I do like it. Actually, I liked most of the levels in this game, if I'm honest. So now I'm going to go back to the ant. So let's get the ant. So, like I said, every level's gonna have them switches, and when you hit them, you get the jiggy in the Gruntilda's lair for you to, to grab the.
Yeah, to grab and then go put it on the painting.
Yeah, because there's 10. Like I said, there's 10 jiggies in every level. The 9 worlds you explore, and there's also 10 in the lair as well. So that's like roughly about 100 or so. Actually, 101 if you count one of them earlier. So yeah. Okay.
Now we just need to figure out the way out of this world.
Yep. So now we need to, because we can't climb up that mountain at the very beginning as Banjo, so we're gonna need to be turned back into the ant again.
Without punching him, of course.
I always do that. I'm so impatient. I stay on the switch, and then he does the punch thing instead.
Makes it like, come on, hurry up, or I punch you in the face.
Mumbo, turn me into an ant, or I'll punch the crap out of you.
Like, wow, what an asshole.
Yeah, indeed. It's like Conquer. He's an asshole, but a lovable asshole. You can have assholes be good characters, though. I think if they're charming and all that, they have something to them.
I mean, Dante was a bit of an ass, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. You can have arseholes if they're lovable, I think. And there's 900 notes in the game as well, so...
Oh, lovely.
There you go. Now we're done with that world completely. Yeah, now the magic will get weaker if you try and leave these areas. So the good thing about that is you don't have to backtrack all the way to turn yourself back to Banjo Kazooie.
Thank God for that.
So I just leave the level and do that. Saves you backtracking. So there you go. So that's how we open the doors to progress further into the lair, essentially.
And off onto the next one.
It does give you a Mario 64 vibe, doesn't it? With the lair being like the castle.
Yeah, it does feel like that.
And I've got 8 lives already, bloody hell.
Man, you're really an expert, aren't you?
For the most part, except for level 8, which that level can go fuck itself. So anyway, these are the cauldrons, and these are like the checkpoints. Now, throughout the world, you'll find these cauldrons. Now, when you activate them, you jump into the cauldron, and they transport you to certain areas in the lair, so you don't have to travel throughout the entire lair on foot. It's very similar to the warp gates in the original Soul Reaver.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty helpful.
Yeah. As long as you activate the cauldrons, then yeah, you could just... It saves you having to run through the entire lair, essentially.
Yeah, just a shame that it doesn't like do that in like Soul Reaver 2. You have to like run everywhere.
Yeah, and it's always back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. To move the pieces that you've already put down, press the C button. Well, I don't want to remove them. But once the picture is complete, and yeah.
Yeah, not sure why would you want to remove those.
Yeah, because that's what they're used for. Yeah. Now, this is my favourite level in the game.
Treasure Trove Cove.
That's my favourite level in the entire game. I love that level so bloody much.
But
okay.
I think we'll save that for next time.
Yep.
So, this has been Banjo Kazooie. I was about to say Conker's Bad Fur Day again.
Yeah.
This is Banjo's Kazooie. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and we'll catch you all next time on the playthrough.
Yep. Thanks for watching, guys.